Welcome to my channel WinChem. Today we are going to see pgtrb 2001 inorganic questions and tricks, which is highly useful for the exams. Okay, here I'm going to discuss nearly 2001 to 2019 all the questions. Even though it's the easiest question, the questions related to that will ask in future. So all the related tips also I'm discussing over here. So don't. The nature of the bond between the hydrogen and chlorine in hydrogen chloride is. What is the nature of the bond? Whenever the first we need to write hydrogen chloride, how it will be? HCl, H plus and Cl minus. Okay, like that you need to write it. If you write like that, you come to know how the bond will be. So first I am showing all the ways of bond so that you will come to know what is the answer for this. See here, the hydrogen is coordinating with the oxygen atom. So hydrogen is also sharing a 1 electrons to the oxygen, and oxygen also sharing 1 electrons to the hydrogen. So there is a mutual sharing between these two atoms. Okay, and the next one, this we call it as the covalent bond. And the next one is ionic bond. How it will be? One of the atom shares electrons to the another one and it becomes a positive charge. If this shares one electron to this chlorine, and it becomes, this is positive and this becomes a negative. So Na plus and Cl minus. This type of bond we call it as ionic bond. Only one atom share the electrons and it becomes satisfies the octet rule. So first is 2 and another next level is the 8 electrons is there. Here also 2, 8 and 1 electron is less to that. After sharing it becomes 8, so it satisfies the octet rule. So this we call it as a, this type of bond we call it as a ionic bond. Okay, and the next one, see here, this we call it as a coordinate bond. This type of bond shows the coordinate bond. See here, the ammonia is there and BF3 is there. The ammonia releases the electrons to this BF3. Okay, this type of bonding is called as coordinate bond. And the next one is a metallic bond. The metallic band is always a positive charge around the electron clouds will be there. So this is the metals and the delocalized electrons around the metal. This type of bond we call it as a metallic bond. The first we need to see is HCl. Whether metal is there? No. Any coordinate bond between them? No. And ionic bond is there or not, or covalent? Which is that? H and Cl both are sharing. Okay, hydrogen and chlorine. Hydrogen also sharing 1 electron to the chlorine and chlorine also sharing a 1 electron to that. Here last shell of a chlorine will have a 7. Okay, 7 will be there. See here, 7 will be there. 1 will 1 is alone, like this will be there. This hydrogen shares 1 electron and this is also accepts 1 electron. Okay, so what will happen? This we call it as the covalent bond. Answer is A. So this is also sharing, hydrogen also sharing and chlorine also sharing. See the second question, which is covalent compound among the following? 4 compounds are given, which is a covalent. We'll see one by one. First, the tricks behind in this question is write the formula and find out. While seeing, you don't justify anything. Write the formula and find out. Carbon tetrachloride, CCl4. CCl4 is there. So outermost chlorine is 7 electrons will be there. So it needs a 1 to becomes an octet rule. So 4Cl needs a 1 and the carbon which is having a 4 electrons, it needs 4 more electrons to become an octet rule, to satisfy the octet rule. So it accepts a 4 electrons from 4Cl. Okay, so it becomes a 4 bond and this is also gives sharing. So both are sharing a 1 electrons and it form a covalent bond. Both are sharing a 1 electron and it forms a covalent bond. So the first is the answer for that, and we will see the next things also. The potassium chloride, the potassium is just having a 19 electrons, so 118 up to 18 it satisfies the octet rule. So extra 1 electron which gives to the chlorine atom and accepts and it becomes octet rule, it satisfies the octet rule. So this becomes K plus and it becomes Cl minus. So this is an ionic in nature. I'll show you in a different way also. Another one is sodium chloride. It is having 11 electrons, 2, 8, 1 electrons. Okay, in the first shell 2, second shell is 8 and another one is 1. Like this also we can write it and this also we can write it. For the easy understanding, to get a better understanding, I am writing like this also. Okay, this will give 1 electron to this and it becomes Na plus and it accepts 1 and it becomes Cl minus. So sodium chloride, both are ionic compound. And what about the lead chloride? This is another way and I'll write it and I'll show you. This way also you can write it. Okay, by in exams it's very difficult to do in this way also. Okay, lead chloride means PbCl2. So how to write it? PbCl2, Pb2 plus. Okay, Pb2 plus 2Cl minus, 2Cl minus. Cl2 is there, so 2Cl minus. So this Pb2 plus shows that it gives 2 electrons to the chlorine atom. So it becomes 2 plus and it accepts a 2 Cl minus. Minus is 1 minus from 1 CO. Actually, Cl minus is accepts the 2 electrons from Pb2 plus. So 2 electrons giving and it accepts 2 electrons. So one electron accepts a 1 Cl and another electron accepted by another Cl. So 2 Cl is there. Okay, that's why 2 Cl here minus is there. It shows 1 electron, it accepts 1 Cl, accepts a 1 electron, 2 Cl accepts 2 electrons. Okay, so this is also ionic compound. So the answer is A. Third question. A Linux Pauling received the Nobel Prize for his work. Okay, for his work. What is that? For which work he got Nobel Prize? Atomic structure, chemical bonds, photosynthesis, thermodynamics. What is that? He got a prize for chemical bonds. And I'll show you the other tricks also, so that it will be helpful in future questions. Okay. Sometimes they may ask in a future exams, they may ask for another Nobel Prize for atomic structure also. That is Niels Henrik David Bohr. Keep that in mind. And chemical bonds, already said, that is Linus Pauling. And photosynthesis, John Eisenhower, Robert Huber, and Herbert McMichael. And the last one is thermodynamics. Thermodynamics is Ilya Prigogine. Okay. So please take a note of it and keep that in mind. If you are not subscribed, subscribe my channel and click the bell button so that you will get all the upcoming tricks. It will be helpful for your exams. Share to your friends also. Thank you.